That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. Time for that special segment. Victor Allen's New Sports. Victor Allen's unique fan-based look at sports. Written and directed by Victor Allen. That's right. It is a recurring segment of the Morning Cup with Mario show. Brought to you by the man that the ladies have nicknamed Sexual Chocolate. Here he is. Victor Allen!
Here we go. It's too late, man. Too late. You can't get them within 2 seconds. No air in the video. It's too late. I got my snaps, claps, and alternatives. What's up, you guys? Hey, I'm going to go right into it because I don't have a large lead-in on this one because, I don't get really, that nice music. They come in with the bass, laying it in, you bumping it,
Yeah, because you haven't created it yet.
I got the trumpets. I'm gonna get on him because he called he said Miko Allen. I'm gonna get on him about this one.
Over here, you see Victor over here. You have to make your own.
Oh, you know what? Let me see. Let me tell you something else. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. It's called He's Got to Publish. So publish means I got to keep you interested for a little while because some publishing is going on right now, so I can present what they call the look. The look of the topic. And I don't know. I just want to keep talking about Miko Allen. Right.
Miko, how do you feel?
I'm just saying.
Now, the question is, does that make you feel good or bad?
You know what?
That's a trap. So
there's some people out there that actually are looking forward to saying, okay, there is a Miko Allen.
That's what I said. That's right. It's a trap, Vic.
Yeah, you set the trap up, right? That's okay.
I'd have been the government sending me some microwaves.
It's okay, man. It's okay. Hey, look, all I'm saying is you guys know this. I'm giving Mario a little time because I only have two. No, Smith, there ain't no Freudian slip, man. I think it was done. I think it was a plant. You know what? I think it's a plant. That's why Miko's not here. All this was timed out. But, Miko, we got love for Miko. She's the hardest working woman on North.
I was how to say Miko Hemsley, though.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Like
I never make that kind of slip.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's a slip that don't get made.
Anyway, who is Freud? Anyway, let me just go on back to it. There's only two subjects on sports today with a third alternative that I'm going to talk about, but I'm going to wait a couple of seconds because there's a sports story that everybody's been waiting for years. Now, before I get into all the details of it, I want you to know that Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather have sent us on what we call a 5-year delay so they can build up that cachet. The box on the fight coming up, if you didn't know, May 2nd, it is for real, unless something happens, an earthquake, tornado, split in the continental shelf somewhere, I don't know, crack in the earth. They've pushed the money value up to almost $400 million. That's the projection that they can make from this. That's almost going. What is the first fight that's going to hit? I guess $500 million. But before I go there, I want you guys to know something. Floyd is about to turn 38. Manny's 36. Now,
you're trying to say, man.
I'm just setting you guys up. I'm giving you more time because I got to wait for him to sit back and get my stuff on. All I'm saying is what everybody's going crazy over. 37 years old and 36. And as far as I'm concerned, I think this is the middle-age fight of the decade. So when I say middle age, I'm actually saying this is 5 years too late.
Smith says it's $100 pay-per-view.
Yes.
$100 pay-per-view.
Yes, this is going to be the fight that they're going. Let me say this: with a ticket that everybody's going to push. It sold out in 15 minutes. Once the announcement went out.
Sold out the real fight to be there.
The fight to be there. Sold out in 15.
Can't sell out the pay-per-view.
No, not the pay-per-view. But sold out in 15 minutes.
Really?
So, see, my only question is this. We're about to see the fighters not at their best. Everybody knows you're better at 30, as far as men is concerned. You're better at 30 athletically than you are at 35 and over. So, technically, what's going to happen is that everybody got to get crazy for two fights. Because it doesn't matter who loses, and it doesn't matter who wins. There will be a second fight. And there's a good chance that one of the people, there's only one person, is going to be 40 by the time they hit that number 2 fight. So my issue is we're not seeing them at their best. We're seeing the best of what's left in boxing because there's nothing else. So people are getting hyped over a fight where both these cats are not at their best, and they're not knockout artists. So I'm not knocking it. And I see this. I see Smith doing it. Absolutely. I know. It's like, it is true. It is the second fight that's coming. I know there's no way in the world you don't turn around and get everybody stepped
now,
up.
is that a bad thing, Vic? I mean, isn't that like in some way saying that you get to see the best out of 3 or something?
You know what? The contract for Floyd, he has to present 2 more fights. And if you're going to set up your exit to retirement, you'll have 2 fights that will make more money than probably all the fights that you've had prior. And all you have to do is fight with Manny. Now, if all of a sudden he knocks Manny Pacquiao out in the first round, then maybe people will be less likely to go see the fight because they're going to say it was too easy. But because they're both not knockout artists, you're going to see a fight that basically may go with who's better in the later rounds.
Because nobody thinks he's going to knock Manny Pacquiao out.
No, but they say you could step into a mistake and get knocked out. So I can understand that.
Okay,
you could step in.
Anybody can step into a mistake.
That's cold, Max. That's like fighting Morgan Freeman. See, this is what I'm saying. See,
versus Freeman.
Right, the part I'm getting into, and I'll say this.
Kind of good, man.
I did call it. Now, let me just say this. I'll ask you guys this, because I'm going to go on with it. I'll bring up the graphics later. I called it the middle-aged fight of the decade, because it is middle-aged. Number 2, is it overhyped or not hyped enough? Think about it. Overhyped and not hyped enough.
Not hyped enough.
So you think it should be more?
Yeah, because it could be hyped more just by making a few other little stuff going on.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What age do you think a boxer is really at his best?
Oh, I'm sure they're probably best in their late 20s.
Late 20s.
But you know what? You can avoid all that. The point is everybody knows that.
Right.
So you just want to make enough controversy so that people want to see it.
Well, they've done that.
I mean, it's like regardless of the age. It's like when you go to see that movie, The Expendables, right?
Right.
You don't care. You know they're all old. But you go to see it because you want to see them.
Right. Right.
So I'm saying this one could be you want to see them.
Now, Max says 22, 29. And really, to tell you the truth, Floyd has been lucky because he has been the best for a long time, also in a weaker division. Let me just say that. Because we're used to knockouts. We want to see knockouts. We want to see brawls more so than a technical knockout. So I basically said, let me just turn this out of boxing into something else. Because let me say what I think is going to happen here. This is not about as much the boxing match. It's about what everybody's going to be doing. So the question I asked...
Barbecue or hot wings?
Yeah, you're getting close. He's getting close. Where's the best place to be for the fight?
Vegas.
Except Las Vegas, ringside, and at the event. And I'm going to give you some choices. I got to do this because the display's not coming up yet. So I'm just going to give you the choices here. Where's the best place to be for the fight if you're not at ringside and in Vegas at the event? And here's my choice.
Those are the 2 choices that I was going to say.
Oh, well, here's the list. You can be in Vegas at another hotel, large screen stadium, a restaurant, a bar, club, house party, mansion party, at home married with children. So, if you had to be somewhere, and if you're at home, that means you're married with children.
Mansion party.
A mansion party? That's the best one?
You don't have to be in Vegas. It could be a mansion party. Here it'll be the bomb.
Then wait a minute, Smith told's right. He said be at somebody else's house because they paid for the fight. See, he's smart, man. First thing, you know what the best thing to do is go to the place that's the cheapest. It usually is the one that tends to come out and equals out. Because you know what, Mario? There are always guys, mostly guys, who says, I got the party. Come to my house. They like to brag about it.
That's the way we used to be.
That's how they do it. They say, find that guy. You may find some women, too. Some women. Find that guy is going like, yeah, I got this. I just got me a new home. I got some new widescreens. I got me that deep HD. Notice I said deep HD. It's all day.
Deep.
Now, let me ask you this. If you go to somebody's house, and the fight is $100 pay-per-view, how much would you pay to see it if somebody at their home says, I'm charging $10? Would you go?
Depends how old I was.
Wait a minute, no, now,
What kind
man.
of food?
Right, watch this. So wait a minute, $10.
Because in our days, you might do that, but we didn't charge. But it depends who was doing it. It might be worth it.
All right. Now notice the conditions. You $10. Now Smith Tone, he said, where the sisters are. Smith, let me give you this. Where the sisters are and they charging $25 entry fee, will you still go? You got 5 seconds. Mario, back to you. Does it take an inspirational woman to make you pay more money?
No, it takes a place that's a big enough event. If it's $25, but it's at a mansion,
Right.
it's worth it.
It's worth it.
It's worth it.
Okay. So let me just say this. Okay. Now I got this. Now Mac, I see you. You say hell no. He says hell no. Let me go. Let me keep on going.
Max is trying to be cheap.
No. Like I said, we're talking about the middle-aged fight of the decade. Overhyped or underhyped, and if it's overhyped, that means you really feel like it's not going to live up to the standard. So, right now everybody says house. Mario says
I said
mansion. You said mansion. So at mansion parties, there is probably going to be a fee. Because usually it's somebody renting their mansion.
Depends.
Out,
well, it depends
right?
what crowd you go hang out with. I was talking about being a guest at somebody's mansion where they had to find bays, where there was no fee because it was just that they did it like that. It was their house. It was a mansion.
Right. Okay. All right. So let me say this. So the bottom line is right now, everybody now knows that the fight really is not about who wins it. It's about what you're going to do around it. So what are the chances, Mario? 1 to 10, 10 being absolutely.
I want shrimp.
That you're going to get the fight. You're going to get the fight for you to watch it.
Me?
Your chances 1 to 10, 10 being
0.
So wait a minute. So that lets you know Mario does not give a damn about the fight.
Yeah, no. I care about the honeys that are at the fight.
See, so you and Smith Tone are in the same place.
Yeah, we want to see some honeys.
Which is true. Okay, now with that being said,
even though they don't want to see us.
No, but everybody knows that the best place to be is the best place where the women love the fight game as much. They may not follow all the details, but they will pick somebody. And right now, it seems that the majority of people are picking Manny to win by, great the wish, but the favorite is Floyd Mayweather. So it comes into this point.
Favored by how much? That's how I was looking.
They didn't give the odds yet, man. I'm waiting for the odds. I know they haven't spit them out yet, but they just definitely said Vegas has Floyd Mayweather favored. Just waiting for the ink on it.
Okay.
So here now we come to the fight part of it. You got a lefty versus a righty. You got a southpaw, and the southpaw is basically a little bit odd for Floyd Mayweather to handle. He has problems with them, but the difference is that they're saying Manny Pacquiao has equal speed to Floyd. Floyd has better defense. Manny Pacquiao is a little bit more powerful. So it's speed versus power, lefty versus righty, old versus older. Best chance for TKO, best chance for KO. We know it's a rematch at 40. I'm already predicting that they'll be close to 39.
Like the Expendables.
That's cold. That's cold.
It'd be cool. It's like the Expendables.
Now wait a minute. Now they said probably Mayweather's favorite 5-3. Okay, got it. So here's my point. I just want to let you guys know. Pacquiao is going to be aggressive. Would you rather see a point fight? They go over 4 rounds, and it's closed by points. Technical knockout, which is the condition, or straight knockout, not in the first round. Because if you go in the first round, people don't feel like they got their money. So if you had to see a knockout, Mario, when would it occur?
Well, what makes you want to think I want to see a knockout?
So you want to see an even fight all the way through with points?
Maybe I want to see them fall in love and live happily ever after.
You see, this is the man that.
Okay. So not a knockout. Right. Well, I'm not saying it has to be. I think I'd rather see a fight that kind of went the distance, right. And you want to go. You want to go to the distance. Yeah, I kind of wanted to go the distance because I think you're going to get a more intense fight, like one of those, almost like a Sugar Ray kind of thing.
Right. I agree. So here's the prediction. Everybody can hold on to their prediction. I
you
do
have
think
my prediction.
I do think Pacquiao will be more aggressive, way more aggressive. But I think the defense on Mayweather, he's just so good defensively that you have to catch him light. And I always go with youth first. So I would ordinarily say Floyd is going to win because just nobody's been able to get to him. But I've seen him get hit a couple of times on the rock by people who are lefties. And this guy's lefty and faster and aggressive. So I think Manny knows he has to win right out. He can't. He cannot get a close fight. So I'm looking at the upset only because he's younger. That's all I'm doing, man. I'm going by youth. I'm going by Manny. Manny by youth. But if I had to make a money bet, it would be Floyd. If I had to make a money bet, it'd be Floyd.
Well, don't try to change it if you had to, but you picking the other person.
So wait a minute.
I understand that. But
So you
you're
don't have
picking the other person, but if you had to put money on it, you pick the other person.
That's called a two-way bet, man. That's called a two-way bet. You get a two-way bet. You get the heart and you get the pocketbook. So we'll talk about that later.
Don't tell.
And yeah, I know, man. I got to leave that alone. Plus, I'm a UFC man, MMA. So the boxing thing, they got to string this out for a while. All right, I got to go over to the other subject, the next subject, which is called back up haters, back up. You know, when you say this man's name, they probably related him with closely being associated with a style of basketball play similar to Kobe Bryant. And we're talking about Russell Westbrook of OKC. Yeah, that's that face saying back up, bitches. When he says back up, bitches, this is for everybody that was hollering. He shoots too much. He doesn't pass the ball. He's not going to win a championship with KD because, you know, KD needs to score. Right now, he says, here's all the quotes. I shoot too much. I'm selfish. I'm just like Kobe. I don't pass the ball. KD can't win a title with me. He's heard it all. Well, if you scroll down even further, you'll find out when you look at the points and rebounds and assists leaders in this league. Notice highlighted at the bottom. There's a man averaging more points while KD is out. 28.7, 6.9 rebounds, and over 8.5 assists a game. That's my MVP. I know you guys picking James Harden. I know you want to pick Stephen Curry. OKC is coming. They got loaded. Got that trade deadline. Got those new players. I actually feel bad about Perkins, but I thought they needed to trade him. I think he was best in Boston, but he never fit in at OKC. Unloaded him. He's in a better place. Much love to you. But right now, OKC is coming. They're blowing out teams, and KD is under minor surgery. Somebody has found that other gear. So, Mario, here's my thing. You've heard about Westbrook and how much they complain.
Yes, I've heard.
Who's your MVP if you had to pick one?
I think it's LeBron James.
You think it's LeBron James, huh? Now, you know all those numbers are down from him from last year.
Well, the season's not over, buddy.
So you think the push is coming?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the push is coming. He's a good
The
man.
finals
Smart
are
man.
coming.
Smart man. So
everybody get ready.
Well, yeah, no, it's true.
Miami with Chris Bosh out affects a lot of things.
Oh, yeah, but you know what? They hurt a lot because he's the leading point man on the team. So to make up that void is going to be hard.
You're going to get a chance to watch the Wizards and Atlanta go at it.
Yeah. But I'm going to say, notice that most of your MVPs come from where? Western Conference. So that tells you right now the equalizer is that they actually can cancel each other out, but they have better play. Why not Stephen Curry? Because they got the best record in the NBA.
You know what? To me, it has a lot to do with what happens this year. This year's playoffs, to me, should actually be more interesting than even last year's.
True.
And I look forward to it. And so there's a bunch of stuff that could happen. So, no, I don't know, Vic. I really don't know. It's to be seen. Right. I really, really don't know.
It is, and I'm not trying to jump probably just to say Westbrook is going to be the man right offhand because, he's once they start pushing it up in gear. But I've noticed that there has been a push from the better teams who are used to knowing how to shift in the second half. And they shifted. And when I say shifted, when they got those new players, it energized them. And when they got energized, they said, we got depth, we got a bench. Golden State was the team that says, look, when we bring in another 5, it's just like our starting 5. Well, OKC got the experience. They're coming. You don't want to play them as a 7th or 8th seed. Don't want to touch them. Leave them alone. You actually want them to skip up to like 5th, 4th, or 3rd seed. They down there 7th or 8th, they're going to play the number 1 or 2 team, and that's like playing in the finals. So at this point right now, MVP for me, I got Russell. Mario takes LeBron. And I guess the rest of you guys are going to do what you do. I got to go to this thing called getting out of sports whatever you want. You're on blast. And when you're on blast, just think of yourself riding your favorite animal. If you're riding your favorite animal and you're on blast, this is the moment where you can scream. So this is it. That means you can talk about anything you want to right now. Anything. And that means, if you heard the quote, for example, from Phil Jackson about the New York Knicks, he says, the basketball guys got heartburn from their last loss to Cleveland, which means he's dumping on his own team. Now, Mario, this is his executive. Should an executive dump on their own team? Because he's never done that with the Lakers.
Should an executive dump?
I'm just saying.
You will if you eat right, if you eat enough vegetables.
Yeah, well, you know what?
So I think you got to.
Yeah. So wait a minute.
I want you to keep that all pent up.
So you're saying it's cool for Phil to jump or dump on his own players?
I think it sometimes has to happen, depending who the player is.
Man, when you're talking about the basketball guys, and when you sit there and say that quote, I feel like I'm riding on the back of this, whatever it is. It's a lot of hair and some horns, and I'm not sure. So here's the other one. Alex Rodriguez, you're on blast. You're 40 years old, and you apologize for your behavior after you did all that lying. Do you accept the apology, Mario?
That's the same apology that we all give.
We
all apologize after lying.
He lied routinely.
But we all apologize after lying routinely. How many of you, wait, okay, think about it. How many of you have not lied routinely?
All right, I'm going to leave that one alone. I'll leave it alone.
So
I got you.
This is who we talking to. So we all have lied.
So are you saying forgive him?
I just say
he got people's
do
job.
not throw and cast stones if you live in a glass house, motherfucker.
That's a good response. Wonder if during his lying in his journey, he got people fired off their jobs, and come to find out those are lies, and those people can't recover their jobs.
Well, come to find out that what if her sister always felt bad about that and that didn't go to college?
See, he's not helping. He's not helping. So
I'm just saying, what if she was forever traumatized
I'm leaving
on that night when you seduced her
I'm leaving alone.
after drinking all that brass monkey?
I'm leaving alone.
And then what she did with you, and that was her sister.
That's it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm done, you guys. I'm done because he's not following. I'm out of sports, you guys. It's been good. I only want to hit a couple.
I don't want to throw those stones.
Thank you, Smith Tone. Becca, I'll see you soon. I know you got to get out of here.
Bye, Becca.
I'll see you next week. Bam.
Oh! Victor Allen's New Sports. Eclectic, unique, fan-based view on sports. Written and directed by the bald-headed black man, Victor Allen, the man that the ladies have nicknamed Sexual Chocolate. Rub his head and wish for good weather. You can get it. Remember, tune in. A recurring segment of the Morning Jungle Mario Show. Put it live. You know, that's the way to record it. We wouldn't record it dead. Yes, tune in. This is Sportz.